What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Dylan Talks Tone 2. We're gonna go over a couple comments from a couple of videos. Well, it's a type of comment. I'm gonna share one in specific. But I want to talk today about people that suck at playing guitar because there's a lot of us. It's interesting how people tend to, I don't know, maybe they just attack other people for no reason. I hate this for you. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Let me just share this comment. And okay. How do you justify owning so many expensive guitars with your limited ability to play? I don't have to justify anything, to be honest with you. Nobody has to justify anything. If you want an expensive guitar, buy an expensive guitar. Um, I don't, it doesn't bother me that I'm not good at playing guitar, right? It's an interesting it's an interesting flex to make a comment like that. It doesn't bother me because that's not what I do, right? Like I don't make a living playing guitar. I make a living making you. I always say this: I'm better at making you sound good than I'm making me sound good. So my goal is to not be an amazing guitar player. My goal is to be able to hear and adjust and to help you be an amazing guitar player, right? That's that's my goal as Dylan Talks Tone, everything we do, the videos we make, all that kind of stuff. So I've never had the goal ever since I was young. I love guitars. I think they're great. I love music. I'm a huge music freak. I mean, music history, instrument history, all the things, and being a real nerd about it, I really, really love. But I've never been a person that cares that much about how skilled I am at the instrument itself. And I think there's a couple reasons for that. One is I don't like to practice. You look at really good guitar players and they invest a lot of hours every day into practicing. I I don't. I just don't have the mental capacity for it. I have a busy life. I run a business and I have a family and I really care about my family. So, I could watch a movie with my wife and daughter, or I could practice on guitar alone in a room. Obviously, that's not going to be my choice, right? So, it's just a priority thing for me. What I care really about is how things sound. Like that is my number one. I love that. It's been my thing ever since I was a little kid. So that's my focus. Now, uh, the thing is the reason for me making this video is not about me. It's about everybody else who is subjected to comments like that. I hate to see that because, um, let's face it. Okay, so most hobbies. Um, this is you've heard me say this on the channel. If you're familiar with Dylan Talks Tone, you've heard me say this before. Uh, that when I was in the power sports industry, we're designing dirt bike parts, setting world records at Bonneville, doing all kinds of fun stuff, making parts for all kinds of dirt bike companies and various things. That's what I used to do before I did guitar stuff. And one of the kind of the sayings that we always said was the 90-10-5 rule. Okay. And it was 90% of the money is to get the last 10% of performance out of something that only 5% people uh, will ever actually be able to tell the difference. Right. And that's kind of goes across every hobby. So whether it's firearms or sports or, um, you know, you could, you could talk about hockey equipment. You could talk about bicycles. You could talk about anything. Doesn't matter. 90% of the money is spent to get the last 10% of performance out of something that only 5% of people will actually ever appreciate. It's the same thing with guitars. The bottom line is the majority of us are not extremely proficient guitar players. The majority of us that nerd out about this stuff are not, right? And I would get venture to say that the guy that made that comment is not a very good guitar player either. Otherwise, he wouldn't make that comment. If he was a really good guitar player, he would understand the effort that it takes to be a good guitar player, and he would encourage others to put that effort in instead of being a douchebag. So, obviously we know that those comments are not relevant. I just hate to see them in the community, though. The reason I bring this up is because as you know, on this channel, I like nice stuff, right? Why would I have a hobby that I enjoy, like guitars, and intentionally buy junky stuff? Also, because they're the tools for what we use on the channel, I want to have as good a stuff as possible. I want you, as a guitar player, to feel free no matter what your skill level is, whether you're extremely proficient, some kind of virtuoso, crazy Instagram freak of a guitar player. Also, if you are, put your Instagram in the comments because I'd love to see you. But I know that most of you are not. Like, that's just the reality. That most of us are not. To feel free to buy whatever you want, as nice as you want. Enjoy the thing for enjoying the thing. The skill level that you put into playing guitar, like the skill level that you have, should in no way be dependent on the thing that you buy, right? I was listening to a video the other day. I want to say it might have been Phil McKnight talking about sometimes a guitar is equal parts a tool and art, and sometimes you buy the guitar to look at it. Like, you play it and it's beautiful and the sound that comes out of it is amazing, but if it's not, the other appreciation that you can get out of it is as a piece of art hanging on the wall. I was talking to a friend of mine who used to work at the custom shop at Fender, and he makes these guitars that are $10,000-$12,000, and I asked him about that, and I said, how much do you care how good the guitar player is that buys it from you? And he's like, I don't. He said, if they buy it from me because I view my creation as a piece of art, and then they hang it on the wall and they look at it as a piece of art and they do not play it, he's like, that does not bother me at all. He's like, they're appreciating it in their own way. What right do I have to enforce how that piece of art is appreciated by the person who buys it, right? And I just think that's really, really, really important for all of us as guitar players. So we get into a comment section and we see a guy, who might not be very skilled, and I'm not, I'm not that great a guitar player. Why can't he have a custom shop Gibson? The answer is he can, and it's none of your business because it's not your money, right? So if you want to be jealous and be a douchebag about it, the problem with that is there's two problems with it. One is it really sucks for the community that you're like that. But two, it's going to alienate you. You're going to have less friends at the end of the day, just so you know. I hate that for you. So don't do that. But I really feel like to be constructive in the guitar space, we should just enjoy everything. One of the things I always think about with this stuff is, why do people really, and you can like whatever you like, right? Obviously, this is the whole point of this video. But when somebody's like, I hate expensive guitars, I hate this or that, whatever, anything, it's like, why in a atmosphere of fun are you holding yourself back or cutting off a percentage of the fun that you could be having? That's weird to me. The whole point is to have as much fun as you can with what you have available to you. So if it's available to you, why not enjoy it? Whether that be looking at it, even though you don't purchase it. Let's say it's a custom shop Gibson that I cannot afford. I can't afford a custom shop Gibson right now, not another one. But I still like looking at them. I think they're cool. So why can't they just be cool? Why can't we just experience them for being cool? Why can't we aspire to that stuff? Why can't we, when your buddy says, hey, I have this cool thing, which is how I think we should view each other in the comment section and in the community. I see you in the comment section and I'm like, yeah, that's another guitar player. He's a friend of mine. Like, he has this common interest with me. So therefore I'm like, oh, what does he have? Oh, that's rad. What's wrong with that? That's a weird thing. It's just a weird thing. So don't do that to people. And obviously we all suck at something. You know what I mean? yeah. So, like I said, it doesn't bother me at all. I know, I know I'm a terrible guitar player, but I also know why. Um, it's a lack of dedication to practice. What I do practice is how to make pickups, and I'm damn good at it. Um, so there's no argument there. But I'm not a good guitar player, and I'm glad that I'm not a good guitar player, because if I was, I probably wouldn't be having the fun that I'm having now, making the living that I'm making, and doing all this stuff that I do with all of you. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you in the next video.